Good morning, everybody. Daniel Allison, the average dude, and Fred Blanton is laid back this morning. Look at him. He's just chilling. It's episode 300, and he's just taking it easy this morning.
I got my mind on my money and my money on my mind.
Let's go. He's got his money on his mind on his money. Episode 300. What do you think of that?
300.
Yeah,
Wow.
pretty impressed. Are you impressed with yourself?
I am impressed with myself. I'm also impressed with Russ Hammond, who beat Antarctic Mike here by a split second.
Let's go. Let's go. Good morning, Russ Hammond. Great to have you with us. 299 out of the 300 episodes. Not too shabby. Not too shabby from Russ Hammond, Red Wing Shoes, Spartanburg, South Carolina. Go see Russ.
If we were handing out participation ribbons, he'd get one.
Absolutely, he would. He would
But
get.
we don't believe in participation trophies, people.
He would get 299 of them if we did. Hey, how about this guy? A three-time guest. No one has been a guest on this show more often than this guy right here, and we love talking to him every single time. Antarctic Mike.
I
Get you.
talked to Antarctic Mike on Friday, and in a
Did you?
minute, we're going to discuss it.
Oh, I like it. I like it. I can't wait to hear what you and Mike talked about. And then, last but not least, DJ. Good morning, DJ. And congratulations on episode 300. Thanks, DJ. And hey, we've got a lot of great folks that have been joining us on this ride, including folks like Paul Pappy and V Dub, and some of these folks that may or may not be able to get on. Talk about the passengers. Talk about how great it is to have great passengers. But I think you want to do something before we do that.
Well, here's what was really on my mind. Yes, we have great passengers, and it's awesome to have a good team with everybody headed in the same direction, pushing each other, dragging each other, whatever it takes to reach the goal. But what we have this morning,
yes, sir,
is Danny, the average dude Allison, with a fresh haircut. I mean, just in the span of a week, we went from a woolly booger to high and tight looking right.
Hey, I tell you what, of all the things that went wrong yesterday, the hair was one of those, right? I didn't. I'll tell you two things. I even left it out on the counter, but beside that mask behind me. But I didn't. I could not find my hair gel yesterday. Could not find that hair gel anywhere. So that was one of the things. But I got here. I had the big bushy hair. I had my sunglasses on. Had to go get that haircut. And Christian went. You know how it is to go get your haircut from somebody new.
Ooh, scares me.
I was in a hurry. I had to get it cut after that whole experience. And I went up here and yeah, so he did a good job. So thank you. Thank you for that. It was funny before he started on my hair. He said, well, what you want me to do? I know you're in a hurry. And I said, well, do whatever you can make work. He said, I can make anything work. And I said, man, I said, you must be good at this. And he said, well, I hate to brag. And I said, well, go ahead and brag a little bit. It'd make me feel a little better. You know? Don't you want somebody good?
Yeah, absolutely. And that's like a boost of confidence. If you have sharp things around my face, I want to know that you're confident.
Exactly. And we talked a little bit about that. He ended up having a great personality and you know, he's making really good money. Young guy. He said he's make no less than 70,000 per year doing what he's doing.
Man.
So that's pretty good. Pretty good. So, had a skill and decided to go after it. He was like, I'm not really good at anything else, but I'm good at cutting hair. That's what he told me. So I said, well, hey,
he found his skill and he's making it work.
He found his skill and he's making it work, and he had a passion about it too. We talk about those things, and And it's really those real life stories that mean a lot. So I went to the store and I bought me some hair gel. Have you ever lost something and then found it?
Right after you buy it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and why is that? It's only me here, right? It's not like you've got a whole lot of stuff to go through. And the one drawer that I didn't open up, and I had a thing of gel about this big. And I was like, "God, be
A year
kidding me."
supply.
Yeah, I'll never run out. As a matter of fact, if anybody needs any hair gel, please let me know.
Well, let me ask you a question.
Yeah, please.
Have you ever woke up and just, maybe you drug yourself to the workout, but you didn't give it your all, and you started your day kind of slow, but you really didn't feel it, and it just wound up being an off day? Does that ever happen to you?
Yes,
And it probably happens to everybody, right?
happens to everybody.
So Friday, Mike called me and he said, "Did you realize that we're going on a baseball reference here, that the Padres and the Cubs, they were fighting for home field advantage in the wild card series? It was established that those two were going to play each other, but it came down to the final two games of a 162 game season to see who would have home field advantage." Now, do you think home field advantage is good?
Big deal. Big deal. Reminds me of the Atlanta Braves with the tomahawk chop back in the day.
Absolutely. So think about over 162 games. Who took a day off because it was game 77 and they thought, what does this matter? Who had a mental error? Who had a lack of focus at game 104? Not realizing it's going to come down to the final weekend for you to have home field advantage or not.
I love it. I love it.
How can we incorporate that into each day? First sip, first half, lunchtime, recover, second half, what are we doing?
Hey,
It's a big deal.
it is. And I think it's perfect for show 300 because it is a daily thing, right? We don't always, yesterday was a rough show. Yesterday, I was forcing instead of flowing. And I think that's what you're talking about. Sometimes we have those days where nothing comes easy. Like, what happened? Why are we not flowing? I think number one, every day you got to show up for every game, right?
Yeah.
If you're not in the game, you're not doing anything. Go ahead.
Grant Cardone, old school rules of success. Number one rule is show up.
Show up. You've got to be in the game in order for something to happen. I will say this. I knew yesterday I was so frustrated with myself. I had prepared for that game. I had prepared for that game. I had thought about what I wanted to say, and then things started not going right. Just like you're talking about. I forced it. I got through it. We didn't win that game. And I told myself, hey, Daniel, you're going to be right back there tomorrow at show 300. What can you learn from that? Get better every single day. Face the truth. You're not going to have great days. Some days you're going to screw up. I wanted to be upset with myself. Daniel, you've done 298 of these and you hadn't figured out yet to shut up.
Yeah. Well, Mike has a great point here.
Yeah.
Treat every day like a game. You may strike out. You may miss a fly ball, but you have to come back. You can't let it affect your end goal. If you treat it like a season, there will be ups and downs, but every day you have to put in the work and focus at a level that will not cost you home field advantage.
I love it. So sometimes, we say everything counts. This is what I'll say. Everything we do counts. I call it binary personal development. It's either good for
Oh,
you.
say that again.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Hey, it's either good for you or bad for you.
Professor Allison, here's, I've heard it put this way. When you're having that day, and it's kind of struggling, it could happen today. It's cloudy, it's windy, it's probably gonna rain. Work as if people are watching you. Work as if everybody that shows up at First Sip is sitting around watching you work. All your social media followers are watching you work. What would they think about your effort, your attitude, your communication? Would that make you try harder? Would that flip your switch to say, you know what? I'm not giving it my all. I can come on here and talk about it, but I'm not doing
it. Do you feel better when you give it your all or when you halfway do it?
I feel good when I halfway do everything. That is the best feeling in the world. When I know I didn't give it my all, that's when I feel my best. You believe that?
No. Well, the way you do one thing, we started at the beginning of this year. The way you do one thing is the way you do everything. And I have not stuck with that with some of my cleaning and the bed making up and things like that. But my bed is made, but you know what? It's not perfect. And I love it when Freddie, you know what else I love about the show? I love it when Freddie calls me out. I love it because we've got to hear the truth in order to improve. Why do you call me out so much?
Look at Heath Stevens showing up on show 300.
I love it. I gotta say, hey, I gotta say a lot of things. We talked and we said rule 8, love your passengers. When I get away from that, when I start thinking, hey, look, we appreciate, it's a big deal to have people in the comments, people saying things. Pizza sent me a text this morning and I appreciated that. Just the acknowledgement that it showed 300. We're all on this bus together. It's fun when I thought about doing this program to have the comments, to have the people because it gives me energy to be around people and talk about these sorts of things. So I enjoy it.
And Danny, if somebody is in that sluggish routine for the day, you know what they can do?
What?
Reach out to either one of us.
Amen.
Bounce some ideas off of us. A quick conversation with somebody that you don't talk to often can boost morale.
Listen, I talked to a lot of the folks that are in the on the bus today. I talked to a lot of those folks, but anybody that hears this, me or Fred, we love to have these conversations because it motivates me to motivate others. That's what I feel like I like to do. Hey, you know what is happening in Spartanburg today?
You think it's coming down today?
They're out there. They've got it all blocked off. They've got it. So what do you think about that? You like change, Fred? We've talked about it before. Is this a good thing or a bad thing? I don't know.
Here's the deal. For years, and we're talking about downtown Spartanburg, what has everybody said about, oh, we want this to happen in downtown Spartanburg? Growth.
Growth.
What happens with growth? Can you grow without change?
Out with the old. Out with the old, including the older. Yeah. So, hey, I don't know if they're moving it, if they're demoing it or what, but I agree with you. I thought the same thing. I love change, but I love growth too. I love progress. I love new.
And I think they're trying to, some of those bricks in this clock tower have people's names on them, family situations from years ago. I think they're going to try to salvage some of that stuff, right? Because it's history. It is Spartanburg history.
It is. It is.
So I think they're going to do their best to salvage some of that stuff. And I don't know if you saw what kind of equipment was around the tower.
There were several guys standing around. There was a cat machine and there was a
Whoa.
bobcat machine.
Whoa.
They had the bobcat up. They were working on it. I don't know what was going on.
You're telling stories on live TV.
I had to throw a little something at you. I had to throw you a curveball this morning. But hey, episode 300. We're not slowing down. 301 Wednesday morning, live 7:55. And Freddie is looking at something. Boom. There's the clock tower, and there is a bobcat. Hey, did you drop that piece? Did you drop that off?
You can't tell stories on me, player. I got proof.
Hey, I might go down there later and watch it in action.
Get some video.
Get a little video of your equipment. But hey, again, thanks to all of the bus riders. Fred, final thought.
Every day, every quarter, every inning, when it seems like it doesn't matter, trust me, it matters.
It matters. See you in the morning, live 7:55. First sip. Let's roll. Bye.